afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things going into our fifth year of doing this little show for you guys, and I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I hope you had an incredible weekend. I hope all the mothers out there had an incredible Mother's Day, and all the grandmothers, happy Mother's Day, all the mothers up in heaven. Just a great weekend, everybody. Check the website, TonyOcean.com. Give us a call at 847-669-8609. Every show is dedicated to the first responders and all our veterans and everybody in the military fighting for our country. Thank you so much for that. But mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time to watch the show, whether you're watching it at 12 o'clock or during your lunchtime fun, or if you're watching it any other time, the replay during any other time. Anyway, thank you guys so much for that. We got a great show lined up. It is Monday, the 12th of May, and the weather looking great, folks. Spring seems like the warm weather is finally kicking in. It's showtime. Let's go to work, baby. Woo! Howdy ho. It's Monday. What a way to start off the week with Ocean's Pit, folks. Hope you guys are having a great day and enjoying this. You're looking out the window and seeing that beautiful sunny day today here on Monday. Boy, where do we start? So much to talk about, and let's go. I know exactly where we're going to start. We're going to start with our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy a local, shop local, our good friends from Ace. Oh, excuse me. Here it is. So they got so many great things going on, right, folks? That's right. Oh, we got the brand new one, the two new locations as well. First of all, let's start off with this. Save $50 on the Blackstone 2-burner grill, folks. Only $2.99. That's right. $349. It was $349, but you can get it now for $2.99, folks. 25% off all Blackstone grill accessories. Save $10 when you buy 3 or more assorted spices and rubs. That's it. 10% when you buy 3 or more. And save $100 on the new Tangier Woodridge. Includes Wi-Fi, regular price at $7.99. Now you can get it for $6.99. They have some great deals at our good friends from Ace Hardware. Also, they're proud to announce they have 2 new stores. 2 new stores in Illinois, folks. That's right. Just look up there and see all the great stores that the JRC Ace Hardware has. Norridge, we know. Des Plaines, we know. Evergreen Park, we know. Warrenville. We know they're in Mesa, Arizona, but now you can see them at Fox River Grove, Illinois, and Richmond, Illinois. So welcome to 2 brand new stores to the JRC Ace Hardware stores. Make your JRC Ace Hardware stores your grilling destination. They have a large variety of grills on display with free assembly and delivery on grills purchases $3.99 or more. That's our good friends from Ace Hardware. Helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods, our good friends from Ace. Just a slip of the tongue today. What a weekend. It was just nonstop, and it's because of the people that come out and enjoy the shows, and it's still humbling. I still this weekend alone was crazy. Well, we didn't have the show on Friday, right? So we want to thank everybody that showed up at Tavern on the Point, John and everybody in Edison Park. That was on Thursday. Thank you so much for that. Great seeing my mom there and my buddy Hanson on his birthday. Great job, Jerry Jams. Friday, we just kept the party rolling. Great seeing my friend Kathy Ippolito from California came and joined us, and it was a great time on Friday at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with my buddy Double T. Saturday, we had a double for you guys. I had a wedding to do at a place called Agio in Palatine. And again, congratulations to John and Sherry Presto. Nice little intimate small wedding, about maybe 50, 60 people. And the Professor Daryl did a great job. It was outside. I first pulled up. I'm going, okay, it's a small restaurant, but they were outside. And thank God the weather was great. So it was very good performing for their wedding, and thank you all for that. And then Saturday night, a sold-out, jam-packed house at the Eaglewood Resort in Itasca. I've not been there in a while. I played there a couple times inside. I played outside because outside they put a big stage out. That's nice. But we were inside the lounge, the first floor. And what a great turnout. My wife Laura came out, which was great seeing the Spins, my friend Debbie and everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming out, Donnie and the guys. It was just a great turnout. And the band over the top, Double T, Tony Toto, Jerry Jams, of course. Dante was on fire on keyboards. So it was a great, busy Saturday. It was a lot of fun. And then Sunday, Mother's Day, I got to spend part of the Sunday in the morning. We had brunch and all the kids came over and everybody made a little breakfast dish. We sat outside. We put the patio furniture out. So it was nice spending a little time with the family. Callan was over, and it was great seeing Nina, my daughter, for the very first time, being a mom for very first Mother's Day. So it was very, very cool. And then, of course, I had to work. So we were at Ron Onesti's Club Arcana Speakeasy for a sold-out Mother's Day brunch, Onesti style, and it was fantastic seeing Ron there and his lovely wife and his in-laws. And great seeing everybody that showed up. Daryl Armenstadt, a great job, Professor. It was just a great weekend all around. And I hope you guys had a great time with your moms and giving them that special day that they deserve on Mother's Day. All right, what do we got here? David, hello, my friend. Robin, all the way from Fort Myers today. Well, Robin, enjoy yourself in Florida. Kathy, great seeing you on Friday. Ellie Weinhardt's in the house. Another email from Florida. Joey, Spins, and Cindy, great seeing you guys Saturday. Dennis, Albert, Double T, great job this weekend, everybody. It's Ocean's Pit. It's one of those days. And this week is continuing the fun in the sun. We're still working. Now, Wednesday will be downtown Chicago at the Alley. The Carnival, beautiful restaurant. It's like Circus Olay. It's on Fulton Market. It will be Ocean's Rat Pack returning over there. It's a 7:30 hit. Then Thursday, we're going to be at the Rock and Ravioli. That's the new restaurant at the Arcada Theater. That's downstairs, the very first restaurant you see when you walk in, not the pizza place, but this is the actual nice restaurant. So we'll be doing Ocean's Rat Pack there Thursday night. That's a 7:30 hit. Oshows.com. There is a few tickets left from what I'm hearing. Jerry Maselli, Donald, how you doing, my friend? Daryl, great job Saturday and Sunday, brother. Pamela, I loved all the new songs, especially the Van Morrison song. Well, you know what? Thank you, Pamela. Great seeing you. I appreciate that too. We're bringing in some new stuff, folks. When you're doing songs, people ask for certain songs. Now, Someone Like You is one of the new songs we started doing. I used to do it all the time. If you purchase my copy of my Me and Mrs. Jones CD, we kick off with that song. It's actually on my Me and Mrs. Jones CD, me recording of Someone Like You by Van Morrison. I just stopped. I completely forgot about it. And then I just bought it back again. So thank you so much. It's one of the most great love songs ever written by Van Morrison. And he's wrote some great songs. That one, of course, Have I Told You Lately That I Love You? It's another one that we've been doing for years. So it was great. And the band was on fire. So thank you for that, Pamela. Friday, returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse, folks, 8 o'clock. And Saturday, we're doing one of my favorite events. Gina, how you doing? Hope you lovely ladies watching today. Hope you all had a great Mother's Day. Saturday, let me tell you about Martinis in May. It's in Saint Germain, Wisconsin. So you're going about a 5 hour drive. And let me tell you about it. It's amazing. I think I've been doing it 5 or 6 years already. I used to be up in Eagle River all the time, and we used to eat at the Whitetail all the time. And they recognized me from doing this Italian Fest, Milwaukee Fest. So one of the people from the Chamber of Commerce, this is about 7, 8 years ago, reached out to me. They have something they're doing called Martinis in May. I don't know too much about it at first. I never heard of it before, but it's a concept that's unbelievable. And I'm surprised that nobody here in Chicago does it, that I know of at least. To my knowledge, I don't know. Excuse me, but here's how it works. The Whitetail Inn is a beautiful restaurant, and it's got the resort hotel right next door. Beautiful place. And what they do is all the different restaurants, there's got to be 10, 15, 20 restaurants in the town of Saint Germain, Eagle River, around that area. And they all make their own signature martinis. And they're always complaining, not complaining, but everybody's boasting that, hey, my martini's better than yours. Oh, yeah? Well, my martini's better than yours. Well, what the Whitetail did and the Chamber of Commerce of St. Germain, Wisconsin was, let the people decide. So what they do is they have about all these restaurants set up in the Whitetail Inn restaurant. They all have a table. They all have a booth. And they all make their signature martinis. Okay. They charge people to come in. They give them a buffet dinner, and you walk around with a voting pad. And you walk from table to table to table, and you sample all the different martinis. Now, the cups they come in are very small. Obviously, if they gave you full martinis, everybody would be hammered in the first half hour. Actually, everybody's still hammered anyway, because they just go from booth to booth to booth to booth, and you're trying all these crazy martinis, and we get to perform it. So I'm like the master of ceremonies there. Then they have a panel of judges like Miss Saint Germain, and they have the radio guy and the weather guy. They have some celebrities in Saint Germain. They are the judges that vote. So there's two winners. They have the judge vote for the best martini, and then they have the people's vote. It is so fantastic. Like I said, it's beautiful up there. There it is, my buddy. Here's an update on my buddy Jeff Hunt is in Birmingham, Alabama, buddy. I hope you're doing well out there, pal. My sister lives in Presky, Isle. She's close. I'm going to let her know. Thank you, Julie. I hope you're doing well, and happy Mother's Day. Mark Sheely, Dream Police. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Anyway, so it's a great event, and they put out a great a buffet there, folks, and it's just a lot of fun. That's where we're going to be there this Saturday on the 17th. They sell out like crazy. I mean, they sell out the minute the tickets come out. I forgot what it is, $60 a person, whatever, but they give you the buffet. It's fantastic. And then you get the endless martinis. You go from one booth to the other booth to the other booth. It's a very happy day, especially if you love martinis. And if you love Wisconsin, so it's a great place. Martinis in May in Saint Germain, Wisconsin, this Saturday. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Let's get to another sponsor, folks. Our good friend Mary Grievous. That's right. Real estate at its finest. Don't just call her when you're ready to buy or sell. Contact her when you're considering buying or selling. She's your forever agent, Mary Grievous at mgrievousatStarkRE.com, 630-688-1725. Berkshire Hathaway real estate, folks. She's available to buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, and expired listings. Give her a call at 630-688-1725 or go to mgrievousatStarkRE.com. And of course, also Mary does NTD Vacations. NTD Vacations, and you know what that means when you do NTD Vacations? That means the Chicago Music Cruise 2026. This will be our third cruise with Seventh Heaven, folks. And we made the announcement last week at our 5-year anniversary bash. Richie was kind enough to give us the information. It's going to happen, folks. That's right. And it's going to be a brand new ship. And we want you all to be part of it. All to be part of it so far. And so far, the Tony Ocean main event band. We don't know who else is going to be performing on the cruise ship, but we will give you more details. But here's what we got. It's a brand new ship called the MSC. It's an Italian ship owned by an Italian family. It just went sailed. I think it started sailing now. So it's a brand new ship. A brand new ship, folks. And it's going to happen in January because everybody asked for January. Tony, we can't go in March. It's too expensive. But what about January? Why not go with us, folks? When it's cold here, we'll be in the sun. America, folks. It's going to happen now. Write it down, get ready, and do what you got to do here, folks. January 17th through January 2026. Plenty of time. Put it on your calendar. 7-night Western Caribbean cruise. It's going to start in Miami, folks. Honduras, Costa Maya, Cozumel, and private island. These great stops, a great cruise. It's NTD Vacation. 877-683-9753, folks. And also go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com. Tell them Tony O sent you. And don't forget, give Mary a call at 630-6725 and join us on the Chicago Music Cruise 2026. Woo! And there's going to be more announcements, folks. But get the rooms now. Jump on board. It's going to be a great time, and you're not going to want to miss this one. A brand new ship in January when it's freezing cold here in Chicago. I should be very, very happy with that. We got a great show lined up. There's Mary. How you doing, my dear friend? Hope you're doing well. There it is, ChicagoMusicCruise.com. Put in Tony Ocean. Bill Saratella, if you're watching, Bill, how you doing, my brother? I'll see you Wednesday and Thursday. Charles Maselli, what's up, brother? I hope you're doing well. So the cruise is going to be great, and we're excited about that. And just a lot of today. It's a beautiful day out. Well, as we go through life and always find out new things out there, and every other day or so, you hear something about the vaccine were forced for people to take in 2020. Some people did it. Some people say they didn't want to do it. Great job on Saturday, brother. Great seeing you. Doing well. Anyway, so the question is, and it always has since 2012, did you not take the jab? And all the side effects and everything that's coming out now 5 years later. They're saying that the Pfizer vaccination shot that came out, they believe almost killed 470,000 people with this vaccine. Killed people. It's crazy as it is. People still arguing to this day if it was good for you, if it was right. Did you take it? Did you not take it? Baba coming out about this vaccination shot. And everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their I've talked to two doctors, a little story later on today about my mom, Mama C, which I did a couple of days ago. So just going to tell you something. You have to wait end of the hour, and then we'll bring that up. And everybody's going to still argue about it. Everybody's still going to wonder to find out. And will we ever know? Of course, I don't think we'll ever know what the true said. Everybody has their opinions and stuff. But here's a perfect example in certain parts of the world, like Singapore passes a law to mandate the vaccine, folks, to jail people that are, and that just happened after from Bill Gates. Bill Gates went over there, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, they put the thing out in Singapore mandating the vaccine, vaccinated. Now, this is happening in certain parts of the Singapore we're talking about. Whether it's true or not, you know how it is. You hear all this stuff on social media, but everything that's happening, it's crazy. So I'm saying my Wi-Fi is freezing on and off. I don't know what to tell you, folks. Nothing over here. Ryan Lewis, we're hoping the Knicks win today. The reception is nasty today, huh? I don't know. I don't see any of that here. I'm not getting anything. So hopefully you guys are listening to what's going on today. We're just going to keep it going. For all you wrestling fans, all you ECW fans, Paulie Heyman out there, of course. Sabu, the wrestler, dies at the age of 60 years old. Okay, so there's I'm out about sports. Let's go real fast to the Cleveland Indians, the Cleveland Guardians. They changed their name in 2020 when everybody was complaining and they were all offended over this. Cleveland Indians are going to go back to being called the Cleveland Indians, and they're going to definitely put the old logo with the smiling Indian back on their jersey. It's about time. All this crazy people that were just insulted or offended over this, offended over that. And you know what, folks, it's amazing. Just because so many people were offended didn't mean that they're right, ladies and gentlemen. It didn't mean that they're right at all. And Cleveland now is realizing it, and they're going to put the logo back again. Sorry if you guys are having some problems with your reception today, folks. William, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Ocean's Pit. But right now, I'll show anything that I'm freezing up on my end. So I don't know what to tell you guys, but try to stay in here and have a little fun. Okay. You know, we're talking about, and I'm hearing about these restaurants and bars now. We're bringing in these robots. Like when we were on the Glass Cruise in March, there was 2 or 3 robot bars where they make the drink for you. And you know of all these places. Well, there's now, Dennis, I agree with you. Screw the vaccine. That's what we did. It was a real much bullshit. Yeah, absolutely, Dennis. Anyway, California, Los Gatos in California. They have a robots making burgers, folks, at this particular restaurant in California, folks. They can make a burger in 7 seconds. Less than 27 seconds, a burger is made in this restaurant in California called Los Gatos. Freezing. I don't know what to tell you. There is a problem. I don't know, folks. There's freezing up on my end, so I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, Gatos. Here's the thing that gets me. You know what Los Gatos, which gato means cat. So I don't know if it's still freezing, guys. I don't know what to tell you, guys. I am so sorry for having some technical difficulties, but not on my end. I don't see anything. Usually I get a red flag or something telling me that there's something going on, and it's just the people that are watching. I don't know what to tell you. Los Gatos making burgers at 27 seconds. Is that amazing or what? Do you play the lottery, folks? I don't play the lottery. I don't bet too much at all, unless it's the Super Bowl or World Series and stuff like that. Lottery every now and then. We'll buy a couple lottery tickets. But do you know that here's interesting thing, the facts about people who play the lottery or the people in general. This is interesting. The poorest people, 10% of the poorest people of America buy 80% of the lottery cards. So 10% of the poorest people in America buy 80% of the lottery. Isn't that crazy? The people with the less money are just trying to for that big win, for that big jackpot. Wow, that's amazing. Poorest 10% of America buy 80% of lottery tickets. Who cares how fast they could make it? It has to be good. Period. It's freezing, but I can still hear everything you say. I'm sorry, guys, if you're having problems. I don't see it on my end. Everybody, I don't know what to tell you. So we're just going to keep the show going on over here. President Trump made an announcement, folks, and this is going to be huge for people who have prescription drugs. You heard about this, folks. Reducing prescription drugs immediately cost almost 30 to 80%. That's going to be happening soon as of this week. If this actually happens, folks, it'll be very huge and help so many people. You know how much prescription drugs cost in general? Even if you have good insurance, you still get lucky on certain prescriptions. This is big. This is big news, and I think everybody's going to be very happy with that. That's for sure. With all these different restaurants and people making different changes, we're talking about fast food. Well, look at this. Fast food, bad for you. We all know it's been bad for you for years, but people still go. People still go to McDonald's. People still go to all these places, right? But in China, folks, you go to McDonald's, they have exercise bikes hooked up to the table, and you charge your phone while you're exercising, while you're eating a burger or McDonald's, whatever you're eating. So instead of tables, they have a section there with exercise bikes. And with bikes, there's also it charges your phone, a charging station for your phone. So while you're eating the bad hamburger, you're exercising and you're charging your phone at the same time. That is interesting in China at McDonald's. What was he waiting for? Yeah, Boyd, good point, brother. Now I read the ball lottery is rigged. You know, Emo, everything is rigged. Nina, good afternoon. Nina, we saved you a shirt. We saved you a Tony Ocean shirt like you asked. God forbid phones aren't charged. Right, Jerry? I'm concerned that these Muslims are destroying all over the world. Jeanette, it's a crazy world we're living in. That is for sure. And, you know, I noticed that there's so many crazy things in different parts of the world that are happening. All these different things that we just talked about. But nothing here in the United States. Japan has a store where it's legal to steal. It's called Toho, which T-O-H. So it's Toho. Guess how you pronounce it. But in Japan, that means theft in English. It costs you $1,000 yen, which is about $6.60. You pay this. They give you 60 seconds to go into these shops and take whatever you want. How much can you take in 60 seconds? I don't know. And you still got to pay $6.60. It's amazing what comes up with all this crazy stuff in other parts of the country. It's just mind-boggling to me. It really is. And you feel different stories every day. It's Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. How about another great sponsor? Because you know what? I love our sponsors, folks, because they're all buy local, shop local, and we're talking about Jack Vana Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design service and installation. You know, they've been servicing the North Shore for over 50 years. Call Tommy at 847-432-5266. A good friend, Tommy Vana. And Tommy, if you're listening, hope your mom's doing well. All right. What else we got? We got some good stories. Here's a couple questions for you guys listening today. You're taking a 4-hour drive. Patrice, how you doing, my friend? You're taking a 4-hour drive somewhere in a car. 4 hours. You can only listen to one artist for 4 hours. You're driving for 4 hours, and you can only listen to one artist. Who is going to be the artist you're listening to? Now, for me, it's very difficult because I have a lot of favorite songs and stuff that I love to play. Um, but this is for 4 hours. You have to listen to the same artist all 4 hours. Now, it doesn't seem like it'd be that difficult. If you like the artist, if you like the Beatles, you don't mind playing 4 hours of Billy Joel. You did Billy Joel. I couldn't do it, folks. Billy Joel, I could not. I can maybe take 2 or 3 Billy Joel songs for me. I'm not a big Billy Joel fan, but there you go. Jerry says Billy Joel. Boyd says Genesis. Okay, so Boyd, that would mean all the Genesis, right? Phil Collins and Peter Gabriel, or you have a certain Genesis section that you like, period that you like. Felice, of course. Felipe, ¿cómo está, mi amigo? He says the Rat Pack, of course. Kathy listens to Frank Sinatra for 4 hours. Mark, Cheap Trick, baby. Do they have 4 hours of music? Yes, they do. The Dream Police are going to be at the Tribute Island this year, making another appearance in Wisconsin in August. So we're excited about that. Ryan, the Jersey Girls. You mean the Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Ryan? Okay. So 4 hours. If I had to pick, it doesn't have to be one particular trip. I've done it. I've listened to Cheap Trick for 4 hours. I've listened to Bruce Springsteen for 4 hours. Of course, Eric Carmen and the Raspberries for me would be my 4 hours because you get Raspberries and you get Eric Carmen. So if I'm driving for 4 hours and I'm by myself, now mind you, you have to be by yourself because if you're with somebody else, if they don't like the band that you like, those 4 hours are going to be miserable, right? Right. Jerry Doobie Brothers. Okay, very cool. Or David Peel on the Lower East Side. Okay. So 4 hours, you have your artist that you like. Like I said, mine would be Eric Carmen and the Raspberries for 4 hours because I have the Raspberries and I have Eric Carmen's collection of songs too. But like I said, you have to, this is if you're driving by yourself. And if you're driving with somebody else, 4 hours of the same artist for me isn't going to work. Ronnie B, very cool. The Dream Police will be performing again. Yes, Ronnie B. Thank you, brother. I hope you're doing well. All right. If you, of course, you like Elvis, of course, you'd be going for 4 hours. And if you're driving with Deborah, she likes Elvis too. So it would be an easy 4 hour drive listening to the same music. Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, but I'd put in Tony Ocean's first. Jeanette, thank you. Thank you. All by myself. There you go. All right, so here's another question for you guys today. It is Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Do you believe that dogs can detect bad people? I believe it. People come to your door. Some dogs are just overprotective because they're there to guard the door, so they're barking. Barking is one thing when they walk in, when somebody walks in that they don't know. But I believe that they could definitely detect if people are bad. I'm not just talking about the bark, right? Gina says yes. Felicia says yes. Ronnie says yes. Yes, Jerry, I agree. I think they are. And if they get that extra growl, like that, there's something. And I believe that the dogs can definitely tell if you are a bad person. And they can tell if you're a good person too as well. Because sometimes you'll meet a dog for the very first time and you can come back a couple months later and that dog still remembers that scent, still remembers you, and the dogs will remember. But the question, I really believe dogs can detect cancer in people too. Oh, they're good point. I heard that, Mark. I heard that too. Mark Shealy, of course, is doing his own stuff too with his own band. Mark, I hope you're doing well out there, pal. They totally sense character, Diane. I hope you're doing well. Long time no see. Yeah, character. I agree. That's a great one. They can tell if you're a good person. And another thing with me is people that don't like dogs worry me too. Like some people don't like little dogs, or some people don't like big dogs. I'm an animal lover no matter what, whether it's an insect, any kind of animal I like. But dogs, boy, I tell you. They are one of the best. They feel the good and bad vibrations. Yes, I agree with you 100%. 100%. So, dogs, gotta love them. They can tell. You're watching Ocean Spit, little show about big things, folks. What about the weather? It's time for the JRC Ace Hardware Minute, brought to you by Ace Hardware, folks. Today's weather for Monday, May 12th. It's 78 degrees, folks, today. It's going to be a beautiful day. Spring is in the air. It's sunny out. The humidity is about 36% right now. 6 miles an hour winds, 20% chance of rain later on tonight at 6 p.m. That is the JRC Ace Hardware Minute, brought to you by JRC Ace Hardware Stores. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before their neighborhoods, and two new locations at Fox River Grove and Richmond, Illinois. That's our friends from Ace Hardware. All right. Are you a video poker? I'm sorry, excuse me. Are you video games? Do you play games on video? Video games. I don't play them at home. If I go to a bar, they have like the shooting games, the shoot the deer games, and that kind of stuff. I will play that. I can spend an hour or two doing that. But there's people that really play video games, and it's like a big thing. And they play with all their friends, and they play from people from all over the world. They play from different countries. Yeah, we do need rain, Dennis. What is the longest world record for people playing video games? How long? And folks, here it is. In Japan, his name is Oken Kea, if I'm pronouncing it right. He plays Call of Duty Black Ops 3. It's the name of the game. He played it straight, no breaks. Well, here's what he does. He played it straight, folks, for 138 hours straight. 138 hours straight. And then they say he takes 10-minute break every hour to eat, take a shower, do whatever he's got to do. But he plays for 138 hours straight, streaming games. Wow. He's in the world Guinness Book of World Records. 138 hours straight. I have 5 arcade games in my man cave downstairs. Patrick, I hope you're doing well. Looking forward to seeing you and your mom on Thursday at the Rat Pack show, brother, at the Arcada, the Arcada and the Rockin' Ravioli room on Thursday. Thank you, Patrick. So you got 5 arcade games. Very cool. I have a buddy of mine, Danny, that has a whole bunch of those arcade games too. But this guy was playing games for 138 hours straight. Takes 10-minute break every hour to go to the bathroom or shower or do whatever he's got to do. But it's still 138 hours straight. That is just amazing. Just amazing, folks. How about it? There's the General. General, great seeing you, my friend, at Tavern on the Point. Thank you so much, General. Robert. All right, guys. Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Let's get to it. Another great sponsor, folks. And becoming your own bank. That's right. Who doesn't want to do that? Saving money for yourself when you get older, for your kids, whatever it is, in Piralux. Imagine putting your money to work for you, becoming your own bank, making your dream retirement a reality with guaranteed lifetime income. Wendy Thompson and Craig Cogwin help you create personal pensions, grow your wealth, secure your legacy. It's never too late to start. Take charge of your financial future today. Give them a call at 630-890-1213 or book them on Calendly for a free consultation to start building the retirement you deserve. That's right. It's in Piralux. Call Wendy and Craig at 630-890-1213 and tell them Tony O sent you. Learning to becoming your own bank. It's Ocean's Pit. Little show about big things. Oh, there it is again. Let's close the door. Live. It's live. Okay. We got a couple questions for you, folks. Before we get to, I like, you gotta love it when the dog starts barking, right? I had 50 years. Well, thank you, Ryan. Very good. Let's get to some stuff here, folks. For you Italians out there, some Italian, every different nationality has different dialects or different slogans or different sayings that mean different things. In Italian, they have some interesting ways of saying different words and telling you how stuff means. Very interesting. Like when you say to somebody, a stunad is the Italian word. The American English word would be idiot. So stunad, look at that. Mezzamort. Mezzamort means someone lacking energy or dead. You know, the place is dead. Hey, did you go out to that restaurant last night? Oh, yeah. Was the place jumping now? Mezzamort means it was dead. Just a couple more of these Italian expressions. It's just kind of funny. Every nationality has some sort of different, interesting. My dad always used to use that word, right? Todd, I hope you're doing well, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is interesting. Don't wear headphones while you're vacuuming. You think you're doing something. You listen to your song, you're vacuuming, you're not realizing, folks. Guy, he just finished his whole house vacuuming and realized that it wasn't even plugged in. So don't use your headphones when you are vacuuming, folks. Not a good move. I think that's pretty funny. Did the whole house, didn't realize that he oh my God, that's funny. Ooh, look at this. I don't know if you guys are into Broadway. But when you're into Broadway, the actors that play on their awards, you know, you do the Grammys for musicians, you do the Oscars for actors. But when you're in the Broadway musical world, it's called a Tony. And congratulations, I never realized this. Audra McDonald becomes the most nominated performer in Tony Awards history. She has secured 11 total nominations as the most acting wins in Tony history. Pretty cool to have that achievement in your resume. Very cool. How did Jordan Hudson, 23 years old, amassed $8 million real estate portfolio within months of meeting Bill Belichick, former head coach of the New England Patriots? This is going to be a great Netflix. It's going to be a series. I can just imagine how she did this. Isn't that just crazy? Oh, my God. Money, power, folks, it all goes the same. It all goes hand in hand. Absolutely. All right. So let me give you, I took a little something. You watch TV. We've all been watching TV now. I'm going to be 63 this year. So we're probably growing up watching all these great TV shows. And some of the younger generation are watching these TV shows now and the reruns. Mel Lennon Reed, I hope you're doing well. How about we picked a couple, not a couple, let's see here. I've got at least 12 or 13 of the best TV couples, the best TV couples on television at one time. I don't watch new stuff now, so I couldn't tell you if there's any good TV couples because I haven't watched anything new on television because the shows are all pretty bad. But best duos on TV. Okay, I got a couple. There's not in any certain order, just as the ones I'm throwing out there and see if you guys agree with me. Yes, Ryan, we're friends, my friend. Doing good. Everything is good on this side, Mel. Thank you, my friend. Get smart. There you go. Very good. That's one of the people on there, MAGA 47. That's good. Agent 86 and Agent 99. That's right. That's one. Don Adams and Barbara Feldon. Very good. 2.5 Men. I didn't have them on my list, Jerry, but I try someone good. Laverne and Shirley. Remember Laverne and Shirley? How about Lucy and Ethel from the Lucy show? Let's see. Harvey Korman and Tim Conway on the Carol Burnett show. You can't get too far. Those guys were just funny, especially when they were together. The straight guy was Harvey Korman most of the time. And then, of course, the funny man, Tim Conway. The Odd Couple on television. These are couples, favorite couples on television. They don't have to be married to each other, just TV duos. TV duos. Jack Klugman is Oscar Madison, and Tony Randall is Felix Unger. One of my favorite shows still. How about Gilligan and Skipper from Gilligan's Island? That was a duo that was pretty funny with each other. Laurel and Hardy, can't beat them. One of the best. Abbott and Costello, of course. How about Lenny and Squiggy? Lenny and Squiggy from the Laverne and Shirley Show. Very, very funny. I always liked them guys. Ralph Cramden and Ed Norton. Art Carney and Jackie Gleason. Two of the best TV duos ever in history. Batman and Robin. Burt Ward as Robin. Adam West as Batman. Come on, we all grew up to it. Sanford and Son, of course, that was another one. Jerry and Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, they were on television. Very good. How about Scooby-Doo and Shaggy? Very cool. Always made you laugh. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Very, very, very cool. Buddy Sorrell and Sally Rogers on the Dick Van Dyke Show. I used to think those guys were very funny, too. I mean, there's so many a list of all the guys that you're saying, too, some good ones. Fred and Barney, come on, Flintstones, can't beat it. Well, you know, everybody says that the Flintstones were created over the honeymooners. Fred Flintstones is like Ralph Cramden, and Barney Rubble is like Art Carney. Duos we're talking about. I guess you can actually, of course, Mark, you could say Archie and Edith. Yeah, very good. They were great together, too. Good one. Good one. I completely forgot about that. And there's probably a lot of Andy Griffith and Don Knotts in the Dick Van Dyke. In the Andy Griffith Show, they were fantastic. Andy and Don Knotts. I mean, the list goes on and on. So many great duos out there on TV, and they will never duplicate compared to some of this garbage that's out there now. We got some other shows coming up, folks. Thank you. For mentioning, David, of course, Dennis for Lake Geneva. We're going to be in Lake Geneva, folks. We got 2 shows in 1 week in Lake Geneva. Now, 2 different shows. I promise you, it'll be 2 different shows because Wednesday, May 21st, we'll be at the Getaway. It's a beautiful restaurant right connected to the French Country Inn. Now, why is it a Wednesday? We were supposed to be there on a Saturday before Easter, but they made something they couldn't fix. They couldn't put the dinners packages together because Easter is so busy for them. So they gave me a Wednesday during the week. But in June, July, and September, we'll be back there on Saturdays, on a Saturday night. We have 4 shows this summer at the Getaway. The first one is going to be Wednesday, May 21st. It's going to be an intimate show inside. It's $60 or $50 per person. It's a 5-course meal. 5-course meal. There's 2 seatings. I think it's 6:15 to 7:15, and there's another one. We play till 9:15 or something. But it's going to be a lot of stuff that you don't normally hear that I do on the more party kind of shows that we do, which we will do if you come to Mars or you come to these different spots or the Thirsty Parrot, you see a different type of show. It's more uplifting and more dance music. The Getaway is going to be more an intimate, laid-back atmosphere because it's a smaller place inside the restaurant. So that's going to be Wednesday the 21st. If you want the big party time, it's going to happen on the 25th. It's going to happen, folks, at the Thirsty Parrot with the Main Event Band. That's going to be the first show with Danny Ramundi and Tony Toto. And then we have a Rat Pack show at the Bigfoot Country Club later on that evening on the 25th. So come out to the Getaway. It's going to be a lot of fun. On the 24th of May, we're returning to Bellagio in Roselle. It's a Saturday night with Danny Ramundi and Tony Toto on the 24th. On the 29th, we'll be at the Village Pub in North Riverside with Jerry Jams. On the 22nd of May, we'll be at Positano's in Oak Brook with Jerry Jams and Lisa P. On the 28th, me and Double T were returning to Rosario's. And Ocean's Rat Pack going to Jamos in Mokina, Illinois on June 1st. A lot of Rat Pack shows coming up this summer. So hope you guys can come out and enjoy some Rat Pack stuff going on there, folks. All right, let me tell you something real fast. I took my mom to take a test. She had to take a blood test. She had to take she had an X-ray for her neck, and then she had a little bit of a heart murmur. So we took some tests. The neck, of course, they said it was like arthritis. So we're probably either going to get her a therapist, but I don't know if my mom will want somebody coming into the house. You know, at her age, you know, you just got to take Tylenol and just bear with it. Sometimes, yes, Diane, we will be at Mars on the 24th or the 23rd of August. We will be Saturday. I think it's the 23rd of August. But we will be at the Getaway. Check out the Getaway, man. It's an incredible place. And the Thirsty Parrot, three different places in Lake Geneva. May 31st, yeah, Donnie G's. Anyway, thanks, Jerry, for that. So then they said, you know, she took a blood test, and my doctor, Dr. Sarantos, which is in River Forest off of North Avenue, he's been my mom's doctor forever, said she had beginning of some lupus. He called it beginning of lupus. And I go, what's that from? Well, different things. Of course, you get to a certain age, but he blamed it all on the shot because my mom did take one shot. And I didn't realize that Dr. Sarantos is one of the doctors that will tell you that the shot was no good for you. Dr. Rowell, another doctor from Alexian Brothers, who's my doctor, said the shot was no good for you and you should not take it. Two doctors that actually advised us not to take these shots. Two doctors, not on social media, not some guy bullshit. Two actual doctors. There's a lot more out there, but I was proud. I'm not proud, but I just want to say I was happy that these guys stood up and said, "Do not take this." And they were not afraid to put their job on the line by saying it. So this is what they said to my mom. So we're going to go to another specialist. Of course, once this stuff is in you, you can't get rid of it, you know. And you can't tell my mom this stuff because she'll flip, you know. So we're just going to tell her, you know, hey, you guys got to go check your heart or something, you know. Because I can't tell her this because my mom will take this to the grave. She'll, you know, because she's a worrywart, you know, old Italian. There you go, Emil. Emil, you're an older gentleman up in Florida. You believe 100% of the shot was bad for you. Absolutely. Lots of collagen in the fountain of youth. There you go, my God. Yeah, Yankees win. Yankees are doing great. Let's hope the Knicks win. The Knicks are playing tonight against Boston. They're up 2-1, and they're in New York, baby. They're in New York, so the Knicks should take it. Day one, forget about the shot. There you go, Jerry. So interesting stuff, guys. Anyway, it is Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. We're coming to the end of the day. Tomorrow is Twisted Tuesday with the return of Carol Brandolino. That's tomorrow. Wednesday, my friend Evelyn. You know what? I like bringing on people who own businesses. Now she owns her own hair salon, so she was on the cruise with us, and she's gonna be on the show on Wednesday. And Thursday, I was hoping I'd get Laura back on, but she won't be able to do this Thursday. But Carol Brandolino will be with us again this Thursday. We got a lot of new guests coming up, and we're going to make an announcement. I'm going to print out the guests that are coming up before the end of the month, going into June. We're going to have some more guests that I finally reached out to people on my list, and we're going to have June and be full of guests on the show. There you go, Robert. Your doctor told you no COVID shots either. So thank you, Patrice. I appreciate that. It's just, yeah, there you go. Fauci should be in jail. Dennis, I agree with you 100%. It's birthdays. Now, before we do the birthdays for today, don't forget this week, we'll be at the Carnival, Ocean's Rat Pack, downtown Chicago, the only city appearance this year. Ocean's Rat Pack on Fulton Market. The Carnival, it's like Circus Soleil in the restaurant at the Alley Speakeasy upstairs. It's a 7:30 hit. That's Ocean's Rat Pack. Then Thursday will be at Ron Onesti's Rockin' Ravioli downstairs, almost sold out, according to Ron. I talked to Ron yesterday, and that's going to be Thursday. So very cool. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, Martinis in May. one of my favorite gigs of the year. If I have a favorite gig, 2 of the year, Mars is one of them, and Martinis in May. Always sold out. 5-hour drive. It's worth it. We're going to stay an extra day, do some fishing. So it's going to be very, very cool. I'm excited too. Cubs do need to step up. That's right. Anyway, so that's the week. A lot of other gigs coming up, and we'll talk more about that. But let's do birthdays for May 12th. May 12th birthday. A few wrestling fans out there, the great Owen Hart celebrating a birthday. God bless. Oh, David Attenborough, one of my favorite actors, and I love his voice. He turns 98 years old, everybody. Former President Harry S. Truman would have been celebrating a birthday. Don Rickles would have been celebrating a birthday. Ricky Nelson went to a garden party celebrating a birthday. Robbie Knievel, the son of Evel Knievel, and of course the father of our good friend Christian Knievel, would have been 63 years old. My good buddy Hanson, great seeing you at Tavern on the Point, buddy. Happy birthday. Robert Redford turns 88 years old. Christopher Lloyd, Alex from Taxi, 86 years old, and Back to the Future. Jack Nicholson turns 88 years old. Philip Bailey from Earth, Wind, and Fire is celebrating a birthday. Michael Vena, Vadia, Michael, Greg and Jennifer's, Greg and Jennifer from Taverna Division. Michael, their son, celebrating a birthday. Ron Patel. Remember, he invented all the great stuff, the Ronco, all the stuff in the 70s he was selling, coming up with Ron Patel celebrating a birthday, guys. It is Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. It's time for our good friends from Airtight Windows. My good buddy Louis Pipes. That's right. If you're looking for new windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. For honesty, quality, dependability, do it right with Airtight. Servicing Chicagoland for 35 years. Do it right with Airtight Windows. Call Louis Pipes at 708-788-5000 and tell him Tony O sent ya. It's going to be a great one. Going to get great service there, folks. And again, thank our sponsors, our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Tune up that lawnmower. Tune-up starts at $105 plus parts. They're your neighborhood powerhouse. And take advantage of the auto key programming at all their stores. They have car cut keys up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit the Helpful Hub to speak to a certified team member. Don't forget to grill your Ace off and get some great grill deals at our good friends Ace. And download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, it's time for me to go. I want to thank you all for watching the show today. Be back again tomorrow with Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment, be kind to one another. It's a crazy world out there. Just be kind. Ringo Starr says peace and love, and thank you all for watching. Be back tomorrow. Have a great day. It's a nice day out. Go out and have some fun. Peace. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from town.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day.